We're going to check out this Rapidstrike 1-6x24 little LPVO here by Firefield. There's a quick image of your reticle. I'll try to get some through the scope for you guys if I can get a decent focus on them. Red or green illuminated, so you can switch the color or just have black. You got resettable turrets, also known as re-zeroable. We'll look into that. Pop-up locking turrets. Okay, so you got locking turrets. And comes with everything shown there. Cantilever, mount, throw lever. And I like that, the honeycomb lens. A lot of scopes don't come with that. But in a real world tactical type situation, that keeps your lens there from reflecting, so the bad guys don't know where you are. So apparently just the standard lenses that most LPVOs come with, and all scopes in general, honestly, they can just sit there and flicker bright white from the sun and give away your position. So it's pretty cool that it includes that, because you don't see that too often. Be a link in the description if you want to check this out in more detail. There's your user's manual. That's a really nice manual. Color picture and all that. There's a lot of pages here, so that's real nice. Instead of just a little sheet, you got a pretty good manual there. Wait. I was going to say, what's the warranty say? It says see the website there. There she is there. I believe that's some sort of little throw lever there. Interesting design. Got a little wrench in there and your wrench here. This is like the biggest screen wipe cameo cloth I've ever seen, but I'm not complaining. Okay. There she is there. Of course, I'll show you down at the rifle range when we head down there in a second, mounted up on the rifle and all that. So there's your little honeycomb for the front there. You just thread it in. Got flip up caps, front and rear. See if there's a diopter. Yep, you got a diopter back here. Fast focus eyepiece there for your own personal eyesight. Try the dial. Nice and loose. A lot of these are super stiff on other brands, but this one's super easy to turn right out of the box. So we got the locking turrets. Pop it up. Okay. And being a budget scope, you do have to wiggle a little bit to get the snap back down afterwards, but no big deal. Nice audible clicks. Try the top one here. Pull up to unlock. And yeah, just gotta give a little wiggle to get her lined up there. Of course, under here is where your battery's gonna go. This from the it's because these are resettable, re-zeroable. Yeah, that's what that's for. So so your battery go under here, but anyways, there's your illuminated, so you can see R for red. Well, maybe you guys can or can't, I don't know. Hard for me to see through the camera in the sun there, so that's easy to turn. 5 different settings, and then you got G for green. And again, I'll try to get decent images of that for you guys through the scope, but I think that about covers it. And I'll see you down on the rifle range. We'll get this guy zeroed in and take some medium to long range shots with it. Alright, so we're down on the rifle range, about to get her mounted up here, and I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. This throw lever is pretty cool. The way it's designed, you can see it just spinning there. You put this section in, screw it down. You can set it in whatever orientation you want. So that's pretty cool, because usually, you know, they come, a lot of the LPVOs, they'll have a predetermined set for a little throw lever knob to hang out, and it's just, it is where it is. You have no option about the placement of it. With this, you can fine tune it to wherever you want it to rest. So I thought that was neat. Alright, so there she is mounted up on my 16-inch Anderson. There's that throw lever there, so that's just where I just kind of put it real quick. I'd probably, because I got to come down so far with it, I'll probably readjust it later to where it starts more down here, but there's how your throw lever works. And I gotta say, first impressions, like I said, I'll try to get you guys the best images possible, little still frames to show you what it looks like through the reticle and the red and green illumination and all that. But I gotta say, they're advertised this as a 1-to-6. I think they're underselling themselves a little bit. because the 1x is definitely true. If anything, it looks slightly less than 1x, which I always prefer, like a 0.9x. So definitely no issue there with the 1x being zoomed in too far and actually being like a 1.5 or a 2. It's definitely no more than a 1x on 1. Again, I'll try my best to show you guys what that looks like. But clear up on 6x, I would say it's a good bit more than 6x magnification. I was looking clear back there 500 yards and different mounds along the way, and I gotta say it seems like it's closer to a 9x scope. So maybe not a full 9x magnification, but it's definitely more than 6 because it's zooming me in real far out there. So again, stay tuned, don't skip ahead, and I'll show you guys elsewhere in the video just how much magnification this has. But yeah, they're definitely underselling themselves there. It's definitely more than 6x magnification, even though it says 6x, and it's crystal clear all the way out there with the magnification all the way up too. So far it's looking promising. We'll get started here at 25 yards, see if we're on paper. Do have some existing holes there from previous video I was doing. So we'll start off center mass and then move from there. So we're getting real close here at 25 yards, move it down to 100, get it finalized, perfected at 100, and then we'll start shooting my steel out there. Well, currently I got it set at 200, and we'll walk it out and try those different BDC marks and see if we can make impacts. And by the way, yes, I know it's a little wonky to have this huge front sight there with the scope. It's only going on for the review and then it's coming right back off. I do this all the time with this rifle, that having that front sight there doesn't hinder me at all. On 1x I can see it a little bit, but when you go up in the magnification, I don't know the scientific term for it, but it basically disappears, like the scope's looking past it and ignoring it, and you don't even see it there. So it's not going to cause me any issues there. Do it all the time, even clear out the 500 yards. All right, got 2 touching down there, high right. So I'll make some adjustments and then we'll just go for that dot on the right there. And that's pretty dang close. So we'll walk her out the 100 now and get the 0 finalized for 100 yards. All right, moved her down to 100 yards there. So let's get her zeroed for 100 and then we'll step her out on the steel target. So let's go for that same dot there on the right. All right, there might be a slight point of impact shift. I mean, it's going to be different from 25 clear out to 100 anyways, but I just realized that I did not tighten down the base when I put it up there. So we got her tightened down now. But if you see a drastic point of impact shift down there, that's why. Right dot. And as you can see, we're impacting. All right, I'd say that's pretty good. I think we're just slightly right there on average. So I'm gonna give it 1 click to the left and we should be good to go. So now we'll go ahead and swing out to my 16-inch gong there. Center of your screen, that white guy at 200 yards. If I could hit the freaking button I want to hit. Hopefully you can hear all that dinging, but just to confirm so you guys can see. Well, you can see it swinging there, but I'll go ahead and take that last shot out there, zoomed in for you. Now obviously I'm not going for accuracy or anything like that. I'm just sending them down there pretty rapid pace, so we'll go ahead and get it moved out further now. Alright, got her out there at 400 yards now, so we use the 400 yard mark on the BDC reticle and see how well she lines up. Take a few zoomed out here to start and then I'll get you guys zoomed in. think I got figured out now. I was having a hard time seeing my target down there, depending on the angle of the sun. Usually when I got out here early, I can see white against that dirt pretty good. But right now let's see what you see how it kind of blends in with the dirt back there. Now, obviously I'm zooming you guys in further than that little 6X can get me zoomed in there. So the combination of it, you know, here's kind of roughly what I'm seeing through the, well, let me put it on 6X. There we go. Through the scope there, so as you can see, it just kind of like disappears and blends in, and then you put the crosshair over that. It's real hard to see it, so no fault of the scope. It's just because I chose the wrong color of paint down there for that dirt mound. But I think I found what I need to do so I can hit it there. I am using 400 yard mark. Took me a second because, like I said, I'm having a difficult time seeing the target. I need it painted orange or something like that, but here we have you guys zoomed in now. There you go. It's easier for me to see it once it starts swinging because it reflects the light, and I'm like, oh, there it is. So, I mean, there was 4 in a row, pretty rapid pace down there at 400 yards, so not having any issues at all hitting that guy out there. So the BDC marks, they work pretty good. I just need to paint my target a different color. Thought I had more shots. So there you have it. She works as advertised. I have absolutely no complaints. Like I said earlier in the video, it's nice that they include that little honeycomb attachment. I mentioned the reasons why. Nice little cantilever on there. Like I said, I like this throw lever design where you can put it in whatever orientation you want for your preference. Flip up caps is always good. You know, the red and green illumination works pretty good. You know, that stuff, as I'm sure I discussed by now, it's for using in the shadow against dark targets, like if there's a black bear or a hog or something over there. You know, your black reticle against it can be kind of hard to see, and that's what the illumination is for, to give you a contrast against dark targets like that. It's not for lighting up these grass or mounds out here in full sun. As always, I do the best for you guys that I can to get images through the scope for you, but it always looks far more clear and crisp in person than these images ever do, so keep that in mind. But here we are on 1X at 100 yards. As you can see, it's definitely no more than 1X. I think it's actually a slightly less. Then here we are at same 100 yards, pointing at the same target on 6X. And I don't know about you, but again, like I said earlier, that looks like more than 6X magnification to me, which to me is a good thing. So like I said, I think they're underselling themselves slightly, calling it a 6X. I think it's zooming in a little further than that. And just for reference, that is a half scale silhouette down there, so an actual man torso and head is about twice that size. Then here we are about halfway down the range, zoomed in, just to highlight the illumination there. You can see the red very clearly, even in full sun. And then here's the green, which I got a worse focus on. Again, crystal clear with your own eye looking through the scope. And then down here, I was just showing you guys, I got her pointed down there at 400 yards, so that's where we're going to be looking here. So here's 400 yards on 1X. And then here's the same 400 yards on 6X. Once again, noting that, to me at least, it looks like it's zooming in more than 6X. It's kind of hard to tell from these images, but to me it looked like it was somewhere between a 6X and a 9X scope. So also, again, I'm failing to get a clear image for you guys. It looks crystal clear when I'm looking through it, but I just cannot capture that with my camera. As I said, absolutely seems true to magnification for me, if not a little more than 6X, which is great. Reticle system on it works pretty good. The BDC marks on it work good, as I just displayed there. So yeah, nice little LPVO there for the price. If you want to check it out in more detail, link in the description. If you guys want to get yourself any of the products you see me using in my videos, like my shooting bag there, earmuffs, safety glasses, steel targets, paper target stand, links in the description for all of that. If you want to see more product reviews, check out the parts, accessories, and optics playlist on the channel. Thanks for stopping by and checking this one out today. I appreciate it, and I hope to catch you on the next one.